Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Municipality of Monroeville's regular council meeting. Today is Tuesday, May 10th, 2016, approximately 7 p.m. If we would all kindly rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mayor Cinco?
Here.
Mrs. Gatos?
Here.
Dr. Griesbach?
Here.
Mr. Harvey?
Here.
Mr. Johns?
Here.
Mr. Clary?
Here.
Mr. Duncan?
Here.
Mr. Wilson?
Here.
Mr. Little?
Here.
Mr. Ratcher?
Here.
Mr. Lally?
Here.
Mr. Hugus?
Here.
Mr. Sedlak?
Here.
Mr. Straley?
Here.
Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll open up for public comment on the proposed agenda items only. The proposed agenda items only. Seeing none, moving on our session here, council conducted an executive session for personnel litigation reasons before Citizens Night on Thursday, May 5th, 2016, beginning at 6 p.m. until 7:05 p.m. Council legislative action, if any, shall be taken at the May 10th, 2016 council meeting. Council, if you'd please review once again the Citizens Night meeting of April 6, 2016, the council work session of April 6, 2016, and the regular council meeting of April 12, 2016. Any additions or corrections? Seeing none, is there a motion on the floor?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mrs. Gatos?
Aye.
Dr. Griesbach?
Aye.
Mr. Harvey?
Aye.
Mr. Johns?
Aye.
Mr. Clary?
Aye.
Mr. Duncan?
Aye.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
And looking out of our approval for our reports of our tax collections, once again, council, any additions or corrections? Seeing none, is there a motion on the floor?
So moved.
approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Duncan?
Aye.
Mr. Clary?
Aye.
Mr. Johns?
Aye.
Mr. Harvey?
Aye.
Dr. Griesbach?
Aye.
Mrs. Gatos?
Aye.
And moving over our payroll report, once again, council, any additions or corrections? Seeing none, is there a motion on the floor?
Motion.
Is there a
Second.
second? Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mrs. Gatos?
Aye.
Dr. Griesbach?
Aye.
Mr. Harvey?
Aye.
Mr. Johns?
Aye.
Mr. Clary?
Aye.
Mr. Duncan?
Aye.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
And our list of bills and budget transfers. Again, council, any additions or corrections? Seeing none, is there a motion on the floor?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Duncan?
Aye.
Mr. Clary?
Aye.
Mr. Johns?
Aye.
Mr. Harvey?
Aye.
Dr. Griesbach?
Aye.
Mrs. Gatos?
Aye.
Council, on the vacancies in our boards, commissions, and authorities. We'll start off with you, Mr. Wilson. Do you
None
have?
tonight. Thank you,
Mr.
Mayor.
Duncan.
I have nothing, Mayor.
Mr. Caleri.
No, sir.
Mr. John.
I have one, sir. I would like to appoint David English to the library board.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Any others, Mr. John?
No, sir.
Mr. Harvey.
None.
Dr. Griesbach.
None, Mayor.
And Linda.
None this evening, sir.
Very good. Bids and proposals, and before we get started, before I turn it over to Mr. Little and Mr. Hugus, please remember, folks sitting here as well as home, we did discuss these issues at length last Thursday. So, Mr. Little, if you would.
Okay, the first item under bids and proposal is the contract for the paving, 16-1 PAV. And as I mentioned to council at the work session Thursday night, the low bid is Tresco Paving of Pittsburgh for $127,168.50. And I'm looking for a motion to award the bid to them, to Tresco.
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Questions or comments on this item before you? Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mrs. Gatos?
Aye.
Dr. Griesbach?
Aye.
Mr. Harvey?
Aye.
Mr. Johns?
Aye.
Mr. Clary?
Aye.
Mr. Duncan?
Aye.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Little.
Okay, the second one is the seal coat, fog seal, and crack seal bid, we had two bids, and the low bid was Russell Standard Corporation of Mars, Pennsylvania for $273,036.95. Looking for a motion to award the bid to Russell Standard.
So moved.
Motion.
Second.
Questions on this item before you, council? Seeing none, roll call, Sharon, please.
Mr. Wilson.
Aye.
Mr. Duncan.
Aye.
Mr. Clary.
Aye.
Mr. Johns.
Aye.
Mr. Harvey.
Aye.
Dr. Griesbach.
Aye.
Mrs. Gatos.
Aye.
Mr. Little.
And the third bid is the full-depth reclamation for McClure Road. And as I mentioned to council, we had a bid that was opened at the work session on Thursday evening. Mont Carmel Stabilization Group of Mont Carmel, Illinois, and they were the low bid of $13,124. So looking for a motion to award them the contract.
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Questions or comments on this item before
Question,
you?
just wanted to verify that we did due diligence. We
Yes,
followed
sir.
and all that. Okay.
We're good.
Any
That's
other
all I
questions?
had.
All right, very good. Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mrs. Gatos.
Aye.
Dr. Griesbach.
Aye.
Mr. Harvey.
Aye.
Mr. Johns.
Aye.
Mr. Clary.
Aye.
Mr. Duncan.
Aye.
Mr. Wilson.
Aye.
And if we'll go over to the consent agenda, once again, Mr. Little.
Okay, the first one under new business is for Monroeville Investors LLC. The applicant is requesting a site plan approval to construct a 2,500 square foot cafe with a drive-through and a 28,000 square foot retail and associated site amenities. The property is located at 4185 William Penn Highway, lot and block 856E63 in the C2 Commercial Zoning District. Looking for a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
I would like to,
Got to be second.
Mr. Little,
Second.
We need a second. Now, questions or
I would like to
comments?
table this until they get the entrance corrected. The left turn off of McMaster's.
Is there a second to, I don't think that's.
We have a second to approve right now.
Bob, do I go with the approval, or does the tabling take charge?
Well, the motion to table would take precedence if there's a second.
Is there a second to table? Seeing none,
Ron?
that motion is denied.
I didn't want to table, I wanted to ask a question.
Okay, well, now, we had a second and a motion and a second. Questions, Ron?
My question is, I don't know who to ask, maybe Mr. Hugus, is the traffic engineering study okay with where the entrance is in relationship to Route 22?
The information that was given to the municipality was reviewed by the municipal's traffic engineer. Although it's not a premium condition, it will effectively work.
Is that a yes?
A roundabout way. I
Okay.
mean, you know, every development has its quirks to it. It's a difficult site, it has a topography issue, it's close to a signal. In the big picture will work, yes. If there's a bad driver, then no, it won't work.
There will be a sign of no entry, do not
Yes.
block the intersection.
If
which
I
is
may.
Pretty much all we can do.
That's not going to work.
Who has the drawing? Please. Thank you.
You have to identify yourself.
Yeah, please sign in and state your name for the record. And who you are.
I'm Josh Hader with David Western Associates, traffic engineer.
I'm Bob Abramovich with,
Sign in, sir, please.
yeah.
Sticking out.
There's one right there.
It's in, right there.
Bob Abramovich with LRC Realty, the developer.
Okay, Ron, question.
With respect to the sign, if you can see, are you able to zoom in on the?
Could you speak into the microphone,
Are you,
please?
yeah.
Thank you.
So if you can zoom in, we do show the do not block intersection sign right here before the approach, as well as we've shown the blocked out X that was requested and required by the traffic engineer, which is a, I'll let Josh speak to it more, but is a symbol
Approximately
that's.
how many feet is the left turn from William Penn Highway, Route 22?
There's approximately 50 feet between the crosswalk and the X in the pavement, so approximately 50 feet of storage in each one of those lanes. The left turn
You're
lane,
saying from the left turn, if traffic backs up, there's only 50 feet to Route 22?
50 feet between, a point,
Okay.
this distance from the stop bar to the
Where's my
entrance.
left turn? Show me my left turn.
Somewhere, somewhat.
Your left turn
No,
on,
off of McMaster's,
off of McMaster's onto 22?
yes.
It is.
No, no.
Northbound on McMaster.
Northbound McMaster's
Turn.
into the property,
Okay. That would be right here.
okay? And how many, what's the distance from 22 to they have to make the left turn? 50 feet.
Roughly 50 feet.
Okay, so how many cars would that be backing up, going south on McMaster's? How many cars would that be going south on McMaster's, okay, before it blocks 22 west?
It could accommodate, McMaster's could accommodate 2 cars in each of those 2 lanes.
I'm sorry?
2 cars in each of those 2 lanes, so a total of 4 cars.
So before this was an empty lot, there was a business there, right?
Correct.
Was there ever an intersection issue?
They're used in pretty much the same curb cut as it was
Yeah.
when it was King's Motel.
And, sir, can you also explain that there is like a 13-car from the turn-in point around the building to the drive-through? It could hold approximately 13 cars, if I recall?
Yeah, I can explain it. In red on the site plan here is basically the traffic flow from the time you enter the site to go through the drive-through. So essentially, the drive-through window is on the far west side of the building, where Josh is pointing right now, and you can get approximately 13-plus cars to get all the way...
In the parking lot?
Yes, in
around-
the parking lot, to get
Okay.
all the way back to the property line.
Well, that's not my issue.
Okay.
My issue is the left turn, when you have northbound traffic, southbound traffic, and traffic coming out of Pier 1. Okay, at some point, you're going to have traffic backing up onto Route 22, which will block the westbound lane. I thought it was 90 feet, but it turns out it's only 50 feet. Each car represents
About
20 feet.
25 feet, right.
20, I'll say 20, I'll give you the benefit of that. So the 3 cars is going to be 60 feet, so 10 feet is going to be sticking out onto Route 22 west.
I think if I can interject real quick, that's why the traffic engineer recommended the do not block intersection sign in addition to the striping that's going to be on McMaster's Drive.
What's striping?
The X that's denoted right here
Right, right,
is an X that's painted on the McMaster's pavement.
okay.
So that
So
in
what's that
addition
gonna-
to the
what's that
sign,
supposed to do?
to prohibit and just alert drivers that they're not to pull up into the approach.
Yeah, yeah.
There-
How do
there-
you prevent that?
There was a concern that the do not block sign, do not
Right.
block intersection signs would
Right.
not be obeyed or be
Right.
ignored. And so this just supplements that with marking on the pavement.
Look, I'm very excited about this project going through. The only thing I have issues with is that darn left turn and traffic backing up on the Route 22 westbound. That is my biggest issue, and that's where I'm at.
Okay, anybody else have any questions or comments?
No, sir.
Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mrs. Gatos?
Aye.
Dr. Griesbach?
Aye.
Mr. Harvey?
No.
Mr. Johns?
Aye.
Mr. Caleri?
Aye.
Mr. Duncan?
Aye.
Mr. Wilson?
No.
Good luck with your project.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Mayor, there's a conditional use with that, too. There's 2 applications.
Yeah, I know, but Tim's got to read that, and we'll have them bring them up if we need them. Go ahead, Tim, if you would, next.
Okay, the second part of this is the conditional use of the same development of which we are speaking. The applicant is requesting conditional use approval to construct a 2,500 square foot cafe with a drive-through and 2,800 square foot retail store with associated site amenities. Property is located at 4185 William Penn Highway, Block and Block 856 East 63 in the C2 zoning district. Looking for a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Questions or comments? Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mr. Wilson?
No.
Mr. Duncan?
Aye.
Mr. Caleri?
Aye.
Mr. Johns?
Aye.
Mr. Harvey?
No.
Dr. Griesbach?
Aye.
Mrs. Gatos?
Aye.
Mr. Little, if you would, please.
Okay, number 3 is Greenberg Farrow Todd Fleming, and the applicant is requesting site plan approval to construct 2,600 square foot restaurant with a drive-through and associated site amenities. Property located at 4155 William Penn Highway, lot and block 856E249 in the C2 Business Zoning District.
Motion on the floor.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Questions or comments? Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mrs. Gatos?
Aye.
Dr. Griesbach?
Aye.
Mr. Harvey?
Aye.
Mr. John?
Aye.
Mr. Caleri?
Aye.
Mr. Duncan? Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Little.
Okay, and number 4 is the conditional use for the same property, 2,600 square foot restaurant drive-through. This is the Panda Express for the benefit of the public. Property is located at 4155 William Penn Highway, lot and block 856E249 in the C2 Business Zoning District. This is where the Sunrise Motel currently is located.
Motion on
Motion
the floor.
to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Questions or comments?
Actually, Mayor, we just showed the picture of the hotel there. If the developer could maybe show the picture for what it's going to be?
Joe, if you would.
Very good, just for the pleasure of the audience.
Very nice.
Very nice. Any other questions or comments, council?
Rich, you want to pick up the demolition permits more?
Yes.
Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Duncan?
Aye.
Mr. Caleri?
Aye.
Mr. John?
Aye.
Mr. Harvey?
Aye.
Dr. Griesbach?
Aye.
Mrs. Gatos?
Aye. Thank
Good
you.
luck,
Good luck.
man.
Good luck with your project.
Thank you.
Once again, Mr. Little, motions?
Okay, motions. We have one motion, a motion to enter into a month-to-month contract beginning June 1st, 2016 with Crescent Information Technologies of Plumboro, Pennsylvania to augment municipal IT development. and
Motion on the
maintenance.
floor.
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Questions or comments? Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mrs. Gatos?
Aye.
Dr. Griesbach?
Aye.
Mr. Harvey?
Aye.
Mr. John?
Aye.
Mr. Caleri?
Aye.
Mr. Duncan?
Aye.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
And Mr. Little, resolutions.
Okay, 3 resolutions. The first resolution is a resolution adopting the Steel City Indoor Karting Sewage Planning Module.
Motion on the floor.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or comments? Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Duncan?
Aye.
Mr. Caleri?
Aye.
Mr. John?
Aye.
Mr. Harvey?
Aye.
Dr. Griesbach?
Aye.
Mrs. Gatos?
Aye.
Mr. Little.
Okay, the second resolution is a resolution approving the execution of an agreement between Monroeville Volunteer Fire Company Number 5 and S&T Bank for the tax-exempt financing of fire equipment and fire station renovations at 100 Seco Road, Monroeville, Pennsylvania, in the amount not to exceed $1 million.
Motion on the floor.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Questions or comments?
Question. Now,
Please.
just to clarify for the public, there's no way that this can come back on the taxpayers, correct?
Correct.
This is solely on the fire department, so if anything,
It's on the fire department's credit. The only thing the municipality is doing essentially is recognizing that the fire department is the recognized provider of fire services in the community, which is part of the IRS regulation, which allows them to qualify for the tax-exempt financing.
very good, thank you.
Any other questions, council? Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mrs. Gatos?
Aye.
Dr. Griesbach?
Aye.
Mr. Harvey?
Aye.
Mr. John?
Aye.
Mr. Caleri?
Aye.
Mr. Duncan?
Aye.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Little.
And a third one is a resolution approving the extension of time request of Wide Waters Monroeville Company, LLC. Council discussed this at the work session on Thursday evening.
I'd like to make a motion to deny. Second.
Questions or comments? Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mr. Wilson?
Deny.
Mr. Duncan?
Was there a question on it?
Sure.
I asked for questions. If you have
Was it-
one, you
Yeah,
start.
go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Understand what we're saying. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm a little confused on, is there an explanation of why we would deny?
That'd be for Paul.
Can't discuss a denial.
What's the question?
My question is, I apologize, I watched it on TV, but I don't know what we're talking about here, I'm
I'll
sorry.
defer to Bob on this. Bob.
Yeah, Wide Waters currently has a permit, which is good until July 2nd, 2017, to begin construction of a previously approved extension to the Haymaker Village Shopping Center.
I do recall. part.
Wide Waters has requested that they be given additional time until July 2nd, 2020, to begin construction.
I got it, I'm with you.
And the proposition here, the resolution says that if they begin construction after July 2nd, 2017, they agree to go back and have a new stormwater and traffic study done. And if those studies indicate that their site plan has to be amended to get up to the current standards, then they would be willing to resubmit their site plan for those standards.
Got it, thank you.
Okay.
Any
I was
other
a little
questions?
confused on that, that's all.
Everybody good?
I am now.
Okay, motion to deny,
Yes, it was. There was a motion and a second.
correct?
So roll call,
Okay,
Sharon, please.
Mr. Wilson,
Deny.
Mr. Duncan,
Deny.
Mr. Clary,
Aye.
Mr. Johns, Mr. Harvey.
Aye.
Dr. Griesach.
Aye.
Mrs. Gatos.
Aye.
And Mr. Ratcher, the ordinances, if you will.
First ordinance is an ordinance amending ordinance 1512 and authorizing the Monroeville Foundation, Inc. to offer naming opportunities for facilities in the community park via application subject to final approval by municipal council. And this is currently on the table and has been for several months.
Motion to untable.
Second?
Second.
Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mrs. Gatos.
Aye.
Dr. Griesach.
Aye.
Mr. Harvey.
Aye.
Mr. Johns.
Aye.
Mr. Clary.
Aye.
Mr. Duncan.
Aye.
Mr. Wilson.
Aye.
And now is there a motion on the floor?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Questions or comments?
This is,
I'm sorry?
this is the naming rights for the pavilions and all the hubbub we went through. We changed the scale, or somebody changed the, what it
We had-
would
we had
cost,
it- we-
the timeframes.
The
Yeah, what we
timeframe,
did is
fee
we-
schedules. Sorry, Tim.
No, go
You
ahead.
can explain it.
No, you- We changed some of the schedule on there where the time frame was one of it. If somebody wants to have naming rights to, for instance, a pavilion for 10 years, and also greatly reduce the amount of money. For instance, the naming rights for a pavilion was at $25,000, and now, I don't have the schedule in front of me, I think it's now at $5,000.
It is 5, Tim.
Yeah, $5,000. Oh, okay, there it is. I didn't know it was attached, okay. So those are the two major items that we did, because we do have a party that wants to have the naming to a pavilion, but $25,000 was on the high side. Okay, so-
Absolutely. All right, I just wanted to make sure I got it.
Anybody else have questions or comments? Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mr. Wilson.
Aye.
Mr. Duncan.
Aye.
Mr. Clary.
Aye.
Mr. Johns.
Aye.
Mr. Harvey.
Aye.
Dr. Griesach.
Aye.
Mrs. Gatos.
Aye.
Mr. Ratcher.
Next ordinance is an ordinance authorizing the proper officials of Monroeville to enter into a collective bargaining agreement with the Refuse Collection Division of the Department of Public Works effective June 1, 2015 to December 31, 2019.
Motion on the floor.
Motion.
Second.
Questions or comments? Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mrs. Gatos.
Aye.
Dr. Griesach.
Aye.
Mr. Harvey.
Aye.
Mr. Johns.
Aye.
Mr. Clary.
Aye.
Mr. Duncan.
Aye.
Mr. Wilson.
Aye.
Mr. Ratcher.
Next ordinance is an ordinance amending ordinance number 848 regulating parking, and this is with respect to West Patty Lane.
Motion on the floor.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or comments? Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mr. Wilson.
Aye.
Mr. Duncan.
Aye.
Mr. Clary.
Aye.
Mr. Johns. Mr. Harvey.
Aye.
Dr. Griesach.
Aye.
Mrs. Gatos.
Aye.
Bob, if you would.
Next ordinance is an ordinance amending ordinance 1443, Article 2, District Regulations, Table 201, to delete major timbering and logging operations as a conditional use in the S1, SR1, R2, R3, R5, C1, C2, C3, L, M1, and M2 zoning districts, and insert forestry activities and timber harvesting as a permitted use by right in all zoning districts.
Motion on the floor.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or comments?
I hate this.
This is due to,
This is bad, but is this one we're being kind of forced into?
Yes.
By the state.
this is due to the state law, correct?
That's correct.
Yes.
So we have no options.
None.
Is there absolutely nothing we can do here?
No, there is not.
Okay.
Now, I will point out to you, this is only part of the regulation that the Attorney General has asked us to change. This has actually been a long-standing piece of the regulation, the piece that says where you can and cannot do logging. Our timbering and logging regulations are in another ordinance, which the municipality has not entertained any revisions to yet. So even though this permits people to do it as of right, they still have to comply with the old
Well, that
ordinance
needs updated
provisions.
then.
All right, well, that's good.
Questions or comments any further, council?
And furthermore, Mr. Ratcher, they also have to comply with some county and state
Yes. Yes.
agencies
Yeah,
as well.
DEP regulations, erosion and sedimentation, all those activities regulated by the DEP and the county.
Right, just because this is here doesn't mean that someone can just clear cut.
No, no, it does not mean they can
I
just
wanna
go
make
get a
that clear to
permit and do what
everybody.
they want. There are still regulations.
Very good.
Okay, motion on the floor.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, Sharon.
Mrs. Gatos?
Aye.
Dr. Griesbach?
Aye.
Mr. Harvey?
Aye.
Mr. Johns?
Aye.
Mr. Caleri?
Oh, begrudgingly, aye.
Mr. Duncan?
Same here, aye.
Mr. Wilson? Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Ratcher. boy, tough
Last
up here,
ordinance
isn't it?
is an ordinance repealing ordinance number 2528 and adopting new comprehensive land disturbance regulations.
Motion on the floor.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Questions or comments? Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Duncan?
Aye.
Mr. Caleri?
Aye.
Mr. Johns?
Aye.
Mr. Harvey?
Aye.
Dr. Griesbach?
Aye.
Mrs. Gatos?
Aye.
And thank you, Mr. Ratcher. Now we'll go to reports of our municipal staff. And Bob, any words of wisdom?
I have no report for you, Mayor.
Very good. Tim?
Yeah, I just have one item to report to the public and the council. Council, I gave you a report from the Monroeville Historical Society. I had a meeting with Mr. Bob Elms and Donna Sarasinski, and we talked about the McCully-McKinley houses and the Old Stone Church and different activities that have occurred throughout the past year in 2006 and 2015, and different items that are in need of repair there. And the Public Works Department has helped them out where they've bought the materials, and our Public Works Department has helped them out in the past. And they are looking for volunteers to enhance the grounds down at the McKinley and McCully houses to help out with different things around the ground. So if anybody is interested in doing that, contact me. My number is on the website, or send me an email, and I will put you in touch with Ms. Donna Sarasinski, and they're looking for maybe about a half a dozen people that would help out and volunteer when the weather is good during the summertime.
This may be
So
good
that's-
for, Tim, this may be good for like a Boy Scout troop or
good
Eagles
idea.
or church.
Or somebody doing an Eagle Scout project. I mean, they're
Right.
not looking to do, they're just looking for, just to do a little bit of landscaping, cleaning up inside, just
Some hands.
light maintenance work, that's all, what they're looking to do throughout the summertime. But a Boy Scout troop would be, a Girl Scout troop
Yeah.
would be a good idea.
Okay.
And that concludes my report.
Very good, sir. Paul, any words of wisdom for us?
No, sir.
How about you, Sean? No, sir. And now we'll open up to the public comment on any municipal item, if you would. Go ahead, come on up. That's okay.
Thank you. My name is Sandy Garfinkel. I'm an attorney at Eckerd Siemens in Pittsburgh. I represent Widewaters, the owner of Haymaker Village. There was a motion requesting an extension of their site plan application and conditional use approval, which was just before you, and was a motion to deny was voted upon. And so I need to report to my client about that, and I'm hoping that somebody can give me an idea of what it was that caused you to move to deny this request.
I believe this request, hasn't this been on the books since '06?
Yes.
I don't think I have to say any more. I mean.
It's
Bob,
10 years.
you wanna-
That's
Well,
10 years.
well, they want to move to 20. I mean, that's.
That's 4 more years from
That's
today.
4 more years from now.
There's a lot of things that can change in that time period, and historically, when you keep kicking the can, it never ends up good for us. So we're not going to kick that can, and just
Well said.
Okay. Yeah, the proposed resolution sought to address that fear by having us, if we don't develop within the next year, resubmit for approval of our stormwater management and traffic plans. And so I still am mystified as to why you think it's going to be a problem for you if we have to do that and get new approval from the municipality before we can
I
develop
honestly,
it.
I didn't understand the timing of this right now, whenever we're talking about over a year from now. So you're already telling us that we're definitely not going to do anything for another year, minimum. You're asking for an extension.
Sorry, Linda, but, when I had it open up for any agenda item, why didn't you come up at that time and state your case? Maybe you may have swayed the
think
vote a
different.
little different, but, again, think about this, 10 years already holding, and you're asking for another 4.
We questioned this
I
on
just think that's
Thursday
a little
night,
extreme.
and nobody was there to talk
Yeah,
about
I
it.
was
And then
shocked
here
at
we
that,
are
too.
this evening, nobody again came up to speak about it.
Well,
Not that
don't
we're
they have
against-
Don't you have one more year up to 2017?
Yes.
To act
July
on this?
2nd.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we just denied the extension. We're not denying any of the project at this point.
Yeah, we're not.
Right, I understand.
And we're not against the project or the development of that property.
we
but
would-
it's- we believe it's in the
Absolutely
best
not.
interest of the municipality to update and
Correct.
make sure that everything's in line. And if you do go past the 2017 mark, then, as with every other business, they would have to reapply and state their case and
And do the
Make sure-
updates, because there's been changes since '06, and I'm sure Mr. Hugus will attest to that. Am I correct, sir?
Yes, there has been regulations that have changed since 2006.
So it'd behoove your company to move before July 2nd
Yeah.
next year.
I think they would like to. They need to find commercial tenants to occupy the space they want to expand into, and they're having difficulty. So,
And we hope that it works out, we really do, but like we said, no one has spoke to us about it. There's been 2 opportunities now, Thursday night and this evening, and asking for another 4-year extension, or 3-year extension at that point, but right now you're asking us basically to look 4 years
So-
out, still with no resolve. Leaves us kind of like, well, why are you coming to us now when you're not even talking about, you still have a whole 15 months?
I've given my card and our municipal manager, and I assure you, this mayor, this council, this administration is very business-friendly. If there's anything we can do to help you find tenants, please don't hesitate to call. Be glad to sit with any of your owners. I think there's some folks here sitting here right now will tell you that we get involved, or at least I get involved for sure, and so does Tim, and so does this council.
Yep.
So,
okay.
We're in your corner, we are. We really are.
We just didn't have
Okay.
anyone to answer anything.
Yeah, I mean, think about and Linda's 100% correct.
Right.
I wish you'd have came up and stated your case when I opened it up for any agenda item.
Well, we kind of told them to stay seated. We
That's
thought he was-
exactly what happened.
told him.
I
We
I
thought he
got
was
up
with
to
the other
sign up to.
developments.
I thought you were with the other developments.
No, we told them to stay seated.
Yeah, we,
Oh,
I stood up to sign up. You said, if you're on the agenda, you don't need to do that.
yes, you did.
And that's why I sat back down. So I do feel like I was denied an opportunity to make my case, and I was shocked, really, that at the immediate motion to deny and the unanimous vote to deny. So I'm not sure what to do about that at this point. I'm not sure if I can persuade you to change your minds, but I really feel like we got denied an opportunity to make the case.
Well, again, that vote's in the record, so Mr. Ratcher, help me out here.
Well,
Thursday have been the,
there's nothing to stop
Today's a
them from
public
coming
hearing.
back in the future and re-requesting it prior to the
that's what I was going to
2017 deadline.
suggest. Maybe
Maybe
you
reset
talk,
it for next month?
Or at a later time, maybe they'll have more information about it. They could come back in prior to the expiration of the 2017
Excuse me,
deadline.
Mr. Ratcher, wasn't this tabled for a period of time?
No, this was not.
I mean, if maybe in 6 months that you have found more tenants and you see that it's moving forward, you can kind of give us an update, like, we have 30% or 60% tenant occupancy, we're hoping to get the rest in, give us an update closer to the date, like. the
Is
solicitor's
that
saying
really
you can't come
the
back.
gist of this? Is that you think we're here too soon if we still have a year left to?
I asked that question Thursday night, but again,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have anyone to answer.
Well, I'm just asking you now, because if we come back, I want to be prepared to tell you what it is you want to hear if I can. So is that your issue?
It's been 10 years.
well, and the issue that it's been on the books for 10 years.
10 years.
Right, okay.
Yes.
And when do you
That's-
plan to break ground?
We need tenants. We don't want to build an empty building.
But please take my offer up as the mayor, as our administration, and this council.
Sure.
Please, I encourage you to
Yeah,
do
let's
that.
try and work together prior to your July of next year's, and maybe we can revisit this
Right.
in a few months, and everybody be on the same page and understanding.
And keep in mind, there were two projects that were voted on and approved this evening, that they were ready to go, and they presented everything to us, and here was their project, and we approved it. We're kind of leaving it open-ended for them.
We're on your side.
Exactly.
We really are.
Right. There are distinctions between what those projects presented and what, in the situation we're in now. I understand what you're saying. I mean, we're here asking for more time, not for approval of a project that was already approved many
10 years
years
ago.
ago.
10 years ago.
Right.
Yeah, but, I think if this was like, you were going to expire, it's been on the books for a year, and it's going to expire next year, and you're not going to be ready, but 10 years of time has passed already, that raises some questions.
Right.
But again, I don't sound like a broken record, please take us.
Sure.
on the road.
I'll pass that on to my client. I've got your cards. I do
Yeah, and it
appreciate
has my
it.
cell number on there as well as my office. It's best to just remind them to call my cell.
Okay.
And I answer for everybody, residents as well as businesses.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry for the misunderstanding.
That's okay.
Thank you.
Pastor, I know you signed in, so you're certainly, I saw you sign in, so there's nobody else, so it is your turn.
Just wanted to give a quick update, and Memorial Day weekend, we'll be doing for, people that have lost loved ones, paid the ultimate sacrifice. We'll be doing a free weekend. That weekend, we'll have breakfast for everybody, families and people that have lost loved ones for Memorial Day. And in the bottom of the church area, there's going to be a bunch of chefs coming out to cook breakfast for those guys, so if we can make that public knowledge.
What's the date, Pastor? May 29th,
May 29th.
I'll help
I'm
you.
sorry.
at 11 a.m.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. But the next thing was, I just wanted to, again, thank you guys. We just received another 9 acres from the Chapman Properties, along with the Levins that have been working with us to create 15 more acres to our facility. Peace, Love, and Little Donuts has gone, I know Paul left, he doesn't want free donuts, but that opens next week. I want to thank you guys for working with us, and Dave Knox has been phenomenal, and you've been good at helping us get that accomplished. And so we're going to have a big grand opening with, I'm not sure what day it is yet, but the Chamber of Commerce, some other people. We'd love for anybody here to come out for some free cappuccinos and donuts.
Will you have
And-
the bacon glazed donuts?
Yes, we have
I'll
we
be
have
there.
bacon glazed. I want to get that on record.
What's up with
Wait a
that,
minute.
Paul?
Actually, the bacon maple.
Bacon maple.
Bacon maple.
Yes.
It's delicious.
No, I want a coconut-covered chocolate
We have
donut.
that,
Everybody
too.
quit making them.
We have that. But again, notice we talk about
I love
donuts and the
those.
police come back.
Right on time.
That was perfect.
But anyway, I seriously, I just wanted to say, because it's been, we had little holdups there, but the building process going phenomenal. And I will say, upon pending inspection of Dave Knox and our occupancy permit, we will open up sometime next week. And I wanted to, since Doug just came back in time, all police will receive free coffee and donuts on their shifts at any time,
And you wonder why they like donuts.
Why, did you like them wrong?
except for the chief.
Coffee.
'Cause, no. But anyway, we want to honor, we do a thing in October on honoring blue, and so we're going to have police from all over the counties and all over the place. So we wanted to make sure we knew about that. And finally, before I pray and ask God's blessing, because I do really appreciate everyone here that serves our community as I do. And we had 25 employees in our ministry right now. We just added 14 new employees to the Peace, Love, and Little Donuts last night. So we're believing God that we're going to be opening up several different things in this next 2 years. So increasing our community, making things better. So Father, in Jesus' name, I thank you for wisdom over this council. I thank you for the favor of God on their lives. I thank you for this community, that your favor is here in such a way that impossible things are possible. I thank you, Lord. I pray the blessing of Abraham, the dew of heaven, fatness of the earth, the blessing of Ephraim and Manasseh come upon this community. I thank you, Lord God, your blessing is here, and I bless every family and councilman and mayor that serves us, that we might live a quiet, peaceable life, and this would be a phenomenal place to do business. I thank you for it in Jesus' name. Amen. If y'all would stand and we pray together. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Thank you guys for all
Thank
you
you.
do. And please come for donuts.
Thank you.
And we'll take those names and we'll send some volunteers down there to take care of that situation.
Okay, all right.
Marion got that, so we'll have her get with you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Pastor.
Thank you.
Once again, the floor is open for anybody who would like to address council on any issue that you would like to address. Seeing none, we'll close that portion of the meeting and we'll move over. And Linda, I'm going to start off with you.
Well, thank you, Mayor. First thing I'd like to do is I'd like to give a big thank you to Ron Harvey for all of his diligence and hard work on the Logan's Ferry property. That was a real eyesore, nightmare, took a lot of work, and I drove by there today, and it's amazing how fast things are moving. So the residents over there are, I know, very pleased, and I personally wanted to say thank you to Mr. Harvey for that. The Senior Center, Thursday, May 26th, starting at 9, they are celebrating Senior Health and Fitness Day. At the center, the wellness programs are an integral part of what they offer daily to keep the community active and strong. All classes will be free. If you haven't ever been there or you want to check things out, that's a perfect day to do it. Again, that is Thursday, May 26th. The other thing is, again, their fundraiser is the dinner and dance, Friday, May 20th from 7 to 10. It will be live music, Woohoo Band, $20 a person, and bring your BYOB. So you can bring anything that starts with a B, I think. And one thing that I mentioned on Thursday, so anyone that wasn't listening, is we've talked a lot about taking out bonds and the cost that it is to the municipality and how far we've gotten in debt over the past years. The reason that we are trying to pay as we go, so maybe our roads aren't getting as fixed as quickly as they used to. And I just want everyone to know that for 1 year of interest on the bonds, we paid a little over $367,000 in interest on those bonds. So we are trying to keep our community updated as much as we can, but we're trying to keep us out of debt as well. So anyhow, I thought that was a very interesting number. I wanted to share that. Lastly, happy birthday, Mr. Little.
Did we all sing or what?
Oh, yeah.
And also,
39 again, 39 again.
even more importantly than Mr. Little's birthday to me is my husband's birthday is also today. Happy birthday, honey. I love you. And my mom just got back from Florida, so she missed me saying, Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you. And I'm done.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know you missed. I'm done.
Yeah, I did.
Thank you, Mayor. Check back in.
Well, I was messing with Tim.
All right, Mayor, yeah, out of the Monroeville Parks Recreation Department, the community pool will be opening the Monroeville Community Pool on Abers Creek Road. Bel Air Pool is opening Saturday, May 28th. You can still get your memberships for the pool. Hopefully we have a nice warm summer for it. They've been working on it, and we're hoping to be up and running by the 28th of May. The Monroeville 2016 Summer Concert Series, which is presented by the Municipality of Monroeville and sponsored by UPMC East at the Tall Trees Amphitheater at the Community Park, begins on June 12th with the holidays. They are an oldies band. It's always a nice evening out. All the performances are from 6:30 to 8:30, and you can get a schedule at the Recreation Department. And while you're at the Recreation Department, some people don't know that you can actually purchase discount tickets for various attractions through the Recreation Department. Local ones, Kennywood, Idlewild, the Zoo, Sandcastle, but also even places as far as Cedar Point, Dutch Wonderland. There's a long, long list. You can save some money, and it also helps support the Recreation Department. So please stop in for that. And then lastly, our property maintenance code regulates or describes how one should take care of their property. And one of the big issues this time of year is grass cutting and tall weeds in people's yards and on their properties. And it's less of a I don't look at it as a government reaching in and telling you what to do or how to do it, but it's more about being a good neighbor. And tall grass and unkept properties definitely devalue a community, devalue a neighborhood, and You don't have to purchase expensive landscaping or hire a landscaper, but just cut your grass and pull your weeds, and our property values will definitely go up and not go down. So please keep that in mind. And then happy birthday to Mr. Little. We'll get out of here nice and early tonight.
I want to thank Public Works and Mike Adams again for handling the sinking storm drain problem on Himalaya Drive. I just want to advise people that while I was talking with him, he said they have repaired some 15 storm drains around the municipality that have been sinking into the roadways. He also, along with Mr. Sedlak and Duquesne Light, took care of a large tree that was falling over into the power lines on Hydro. They got that cleared out today, and Mr. Adams advised me that road repair has not started because of the weather. Be patient. As soon as they get a couple good days, they're going to start on the road repair. They've actually are so backlogged, they're just waiting for some good weather. And last but not least, thank Mrs. Gatus for complimenting me on getting the house on Logan's Ferry Road straightened out. But I think there was a lot of people involved there, Mr. Ratcher, Paul Hugus, and a lot of people unknown. But finally, it's being taken care of, and that problem is over. And happy birthday, Tim, and that's it.
Jimmy.
Yes, sir, I got a couple of things, and I'll try to be quick, because I know everybody wants to get to the Pens game. Down at the convention center, there's a few things going on. Elvis concert is May 13th. Polka Festival is May 14th and 15th. Billy Gardell will be in town for 2 shows, May 20th and 21st. If you don't know who he is, he's from Mike and Molly. There's a contact number, 724-853-4050. I've been asked by the folks from the 4th of July Parade Committee, they're looking for military personnel to walk in the parade. So if anyone out there either isn't interested or knows somebody interested, please call the hotline at 412-856-3334. And one other thing real quick, and I don't want to get into a long conversation, but I've had a few residents asking me about the property taxes that the school district is involved in and whether or not Monroeville Council is going to get involved with them. So at some point in time, could somebody please tell me where we're going with that, one way or the other, so I can talk to the folks and let them know. With that, I'm currently done. Good luck, Pens.
Paul.
Happy birthday, Tim Little.
Mr. President.
That's what it sounded like, didn't it?
Yeah, I thought he was going to, I was sure he was going into it.
Please, no striptease.
School's almost out, everybody. Please be a little extra vigilant. Kids are going to be out running around. They already started. Get them to cut your grass. Don't need money. And the other thing I just wanted to touch on real quick was for the folks on McMaster's. I absolutely don't want to diminish what Mr. Harvey and Tom had said. Their concerns about the intersection. I believe it is going to be a safe intersection. A couple residents from McMaster's did express some concerns. I'll absolutely work with them. I'll be working with McMaster's a lot, and I'll have my eye on everything to make sure that this goes smoothly. I think it's, another Starbucks and a mattress center that's good for, and it is our business district. But please, if you have any concerns, any further questions outside of tonight, you can call me at any time. I always answer my phone. And with that, happy birthday, Mr. Little. Have a good night.
Steve.
Yeah, I just saw a little follow-up on my 2 questions from last week as far as the blighted home on McKinney, the old Forgy residence. Paul, anything?
Steve, we're having a hard time hearing you.
Are you? I'm not allowed to touch the mic.
Don't touch the mic.
No, you're allowed.
But as a follow-up, is there,
We
Where do
looked
we
at it
stand?
again. It's Steve, it's not a good-looking house, I'll tell you that. And I'm going to have some more conversation with Mr. Ratcher about it because Mr. Forgy passed away. There's no heirs, and it's way back on its taxes, and it's an issue we got to deal with. So.
and we have the
I'll follow up with you.
capability to take it down. We've taken down a few in Garden City area, and
We have, but it has to get to an unsafe condition or a structurally integrity problem.
have you been
And-
inside?
Well, it's locked up. I can't get inside.
How would we know to go in to check the integrity?
Well, there's a padlock on the front door and the garage door is locked up, so you can't get in it.
Bolt cutters?
Well, that's, you need sort of a
I mean, how do we
search
get
warrant
that?
to get that,
How do we?
through the court system.
Are we in the process of doing that?
We could pursue that. That's why I want to talk to Mr.
I'd
Ratcher.
appreciate if we would, and I'm sure the residents would. They've been putting
Oh, I'm
up with
sure.
this for quite some time.
You know, we've talked to them. We were down last summer talking with them.
And they have rodent issues and some different things going on.
We'll follow up with it.
Okay, thank you very much, and I'll inform those residents. And then lastly, the park question from the residents that notified me if we're going to have the park leaders.
Yeah, we have the money in the budget. It's theirs.
Next year, I'll remember to bring that up prior to budget.
That's taken care
It
of.
was so minimal, I was just, okay, thank you very much. That's all I have.
I just have one thing. I just want to remind everybody that the shelter's open and waiting for you to come and save some of the pets, and go Pens. And happy birthday, Mr. Little.
Happy birthday, Tim, for real. Just want to remind everybody, May 30th is our Memorial Day Parade. And, and it starts at 9. And very sad to say, but many of us are not turning out in the numbers that we should. So please make an effort to come out and support our veterans and our fallen heroes, if you will. I just think, without them, where would we be? And please think about that, if you would. And lastly, I hope all the moms had a great Mother's Day, and I hope you enjoyed it with your families. And with that, I will seek a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you and good night.